Happy Friday, everybody. We had some nasty weather this week, so this was kind of a short week for me. A little bit of unexpected time off work. That was nice. Weekend came quicker because, well, I didn't have to work so many days this week. So, gotta say, that's a win. I might not like the cold weather too much, but hey, if it gets me some time off of work, I'll take it. That being said, I want to start off this video with giving a big, huge thank you to Matt over at the Linux Cast. Matt is a channel, if you don't know, which I'm sure most of you already do know, but he is a channel that is quite a bit larger than mine, but he knows where I'm coming from and where channels like mine and where his used to be need to be able to grow. A lot of times a shout out from a larger channel will help that out. And you know, Matt was gracious enough to highlight a few channels he watches and he feels were worth mentioning on his channel the other day, and he mentioned my name and my channel, and I greatly appreciate it. I'm really just humbled by the fact that as many people watch my channel as that they do, but to see my channel grow with Matt's recommendation was just spectacular. I think I saw about a growth of about 300 subscribers, which was just amazing. I know that's a drop in the bucket to some of the larger channels, but to guys like me and other channels that are small and trying to gain traction, man, it's kind of a lifesaver. So thank you very much, Matt. I also want to thank those of you who took his recommendation and checked out my channel and subscribed. I hope I do it justice. I hope I don't let you down, and I hope you enjoy what we do here. So, as Matt said, we do a lot of shell scripting on this channel. We do a lot of stuff with window managers and scratch pads and all kinds of fun stuff. I'm kind of a do-it-yourselfer. I've been an automotive technician for 25 plus years, so I like to get my hands in things and break them down and figure out how they work and do them myself. So what we're going to do today is we are going to do something with some shell scripts that we've done. And actually, no, I won't. I should take that back. We're not doing anything with our shell scripts. But when you write a script and you do stuff and you write a program, there's something that comes in handy that a lot of people are unaware of how to create. So we are going to do that. And that is man pages. Today we are going to go ahead and create a man page. So what we're going to do here is we are going to launch a terminal. Let's clear the screen here, and we are going to zoom in. Now, we're going to do this for just some generic fake imaginary program that we've written because I really don't have any scripts. I've done a few videos recently about scripting with flags, but I haven't moved any of my scripts over to use flags yet. So I don't have one of my scripts I can use for this man page, so we're just going to kind of create a generic fake man page for a fake program or fake script that kind of gives us some options and just gives you an idea of how to do it. Now, if you're not familiar with what man pages are, you can do man in the terminal, and it gives you exactly what this is. It's manual pages, and basically if there's a program or something you've installed on your system, like I don't know, let's say bash, we can do man bash, and it gives you, it's the born again shell. It gives you a synopsis of kind of how to use it, the copyrights, a description, and just kind of walks through. It's kind of a manual, and that's, I mean, not kind of a manual, it is a manual. It just shows you how to use programs that are installed on your system. And I know a lot of people like to create their own programs and create their own bash scripts, i.e. myself, and I thought it would be kind of helpful to know how to write a man page in case you wanted to include this in your script in your Git repo or something, so when people download your script or your program, they can get a man page along with it. So what we are going to do is we're going to create a man page for a generic random program. So let's go ahead and clear the screen, and the man page we're going to be doing is going to be written in troff. Now, if you're familiar with groff or troff or roff or whatever, this should be no problem for you. I'm not super familiar with it, so I had to do a little bit of research, and I have a cheat sheet I'm going to have to go off of. But to write a man page, you need to know like the troff macros. So if I go to my second workspace here, I've got this fileformat.info site up, and I have a list of the troff macros, because when we start doing our man page, we're going to need to use these to format our man page so it looks like an actual man page. So we're going to be referencing this a little bit as we do this, but let's go ahead and go back to our terminal. So man pages are stored in like 8 or 9 different sections in the manual. I believe section 1 is executable programs. You have one for system calls, library calls, special files, file formats and conventions, games, miscellaneous, admin, and I think kernel routines. There might be more, there might be less. Those might be in order or out of order. I'm not sure, but I think those are kind of the main pages or the main sections of the manual. So we are going to be going and creating one for section 1, executable programs. Excuse me. So what we need to do is we are going to use Vim, and we are going to create a program for a man page for a program called, let's just call it Skippy. So we're going to say Skippy, and it's going to be .1, and we're going to hit enter. And so that's going to open us up in Vim, and we are now going to be creating a file called skippy.1. Now, the first thing we need to do with our man page is we need to create a table header. Now, when you're using Troff or Roff or whatever, but Troff, if you come over here, and to create a table header, I believe it is period, capital T, capital F. So actually, let's just do Control F, and we'll do period TF, and hit enter, or no, it's TH, I believe. TH, yeah. So we have capital or period capital TH is going to be a table header. So if we go back to 1 and we go into insert mode and we go period TH, that's going to be our table header, and then we need to go ahead and put our name of our program, which is Skippy. We're going to put that in all caps. We are going to put the 1 because this is going in executable programs, and then we're going to say Skippy, and we're going to do a escape, and we're going to do dash. Actually, we don't need a space there, but we'll do dash. We'll say 0.1 for this version of Skippy. So once we have the table header done, what we need to do is we need to enter down a line, and we're going to do period, and I believe it's going to be SH for section header. So we're going to do our next section. Now, if you look at a man page, let's go ahead and open up this here. Let's clear the screen and zoom in a little bit and do man again. You can see they're broken up into sections. We got the name, we got synopsis, we got description. These are all different sections, and these, well, let's get down to another one. Environment, that's the section header. So this .sh is going to break up this section header. So let's do sh, and we're going to do name. So there is a certain format that all these go in. If we scroll back up here and you open up any man page, you're going to start with the table header up here. Then you're going to get the section, the name section, the synopsis section, the description section. You're going to have the options section, examples, exit values if necessary, bugs if necessary, the author, and the copyright. Those are kind of the main sections you're going to see in just about any man page. There's some others that people put in, but those are kind of the main ones we're going to see. Now, we're not going to go through and do every single one of those because this is a fake program, and it would take me a while to figure out random stuff to put in there. Excuse me one second. Sorry, my throat's a little dry. So our first section is going to be the header is going to be name. Then we are going to say the name. So we're going to say Skippy. So that is going to be Skippy, and then we are going to just give it a dash, and we're going to say, what do we want this program to do? We'll say Skippy, best peanut butter ever. So that's what we'll say there. We don't need those. Now we are going to do a .sh again because we're going to have another section and another section header, and so after the name we had, I believe, synopsis. So we're going to say synopsis. So now we've got period TH is the table header, and that's going to give us the Skippy. Then we have the section header name, so that's going to break out the name section, and we're going to have the name Skippy, and it's going to call it the best peanut butter ever. And we're going to have another section called synopsis. So if we do synopsis, we need to, actually we don't need to put that on a second line. So we'll do synopsis, and then we are going to do period B. Now period B for capital B is going to be bold. So we want this to be bold. We're going to have it be Skippy again. So we're going to put Skippy, and then we're going to do .rb. Excuse me. And we're going to start listing the flags that you can use with it. So let's just say we're going to have a dash J, and that dash J is going to do, and we're going to put another section here that's going to be dot IR. So now this period RB is going to be alternating Roman and bold. This is going to be dot IR is going to be alternating italic and Roman. So we want that to be, let's see, we want the dash J flag to be, let's say, jelly. So then we put the closing bracket, and then we're going to do, let's see here, dot RB again, and we'll do another flag here, and we'll say over that flag we're going to do dash H, and then we're going to do dot IR, and that will be for honey, and then we'll do a dot RB again, and let's say we're going to do dash P, and then that will be IR for pickle. And then what else goes on a peanut butter sandwich? We've got peanut butter and jelly, peanut butter honey, peanut butter and pickle. Oh, peanut butter and banana. You gotta have peanut butter and banana. So then we have RB, and we do a dash B. Then we're gonna do IR, and we're gonna say BAN, banana. Sorry, I couldn't spell that. It's bananas. BANANAS. Sorry, I'm sure that's not what you wanted to hear. But okay, so then we have a, now we have the heading, we have the name of the program, which is Skippy, and we have a synopsis of how Skippy works. So it's going to say Skippy, and then it's going to break down all the different flags you can use. So once we get that done, we are going to want to go down to, let's do a dot P. And what a dot P is going to be a paragraph. It's just a standard paragraph. So we're going to do dot P, and then we are going to just hit enter, and then we're going to do dot BR. So this is going to be bold Roman, and we're going to say Skippy. Now this is just the, and then we'll do dot dot dot. So this is basically telling you to type Skippy and then whichever flags. And then we're going to go down here, and we're going to do another section header. So we're going to do capital SH. So, and we're going to say description, and then we are going to say dot B for bold and say Skippy. And then from there we are going to go is a great peanut butter to use when you want a good sandwich. If I could spell tonight. So now we have a description. We have our flags we can use, and we have our, excuse me, we have our we have a description, we have our name, we have our synopsis. So now let's go down here, and we are going to do some options. So let's do capital SH again for section header, and we are going to say options. Now once we get to options, we're going to do .tp. Now if we go over here and we go back and we go TP, this is a tagged paragraph. So we have a tagged paragraph now. That when we do tagged paragraph, we're going to do dot capital B. Excuse me, I'm sorry, my throat is really dry tonight. And we're going to do dash, what was the first one that we used? J. And we're going to hit Skippy. And after we do that, we are going to put Skippy made with jelly. So that gives us an idea of what Skippy does with the dash B, or with the dash flag, excuse me, dash J flag. Then we're going to go TP, and we are going to go .b, and we are going to give it the -h, and then we're going to hit enter, and we're going to say Skippy made with honey, and then we're going to do .tp, and we're going to do .b, and we're going to give it the -p, and then we are going to say Skippy made with pickles, and then we are going to give it the .tp, and we are going to go .b, and we're going to say the -b flag, and it's going to be Skippy made with B-A-N-A-N-A-S. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Oh, I'm so sorry. So that gives us kind of the options we have with the Skippy program. Now, what we need to do for the last section, we are going to go ahead and put for this video purpose, we're going to put sh. We're going to have another section header, and we're going to put author. So we're going to have author, and then we're going to do .b, and we are going to say Jake at Linux. I don't know if that will work. Jake at Linux, and then we are going to do .sh and say copyright .b, and we are going to say the copyright is going to be GNU Sandwich copyright eat up. And that's going to be it for our man page that we've created for this wonderful program called Skippy. So again, we have .th is going to be the table header, and we have Skippy, the name of the program, and what version it is. And then we have .sh, which is going to be section header. So we have a section of name, we have a section of description, we have a section with options, and we have a section with author and a section with copyright. In the synopsis section, we give all the flags that you can possibly use with it. In the description section, we kind of give a description of what it's going to do. In the options section, we just made a little section here that shows what each option does, and then we have the author and the copyright down at the bottom. So let's go ahead and escape. We're going to write and quit. Now what we need to do is we need to locate this into the correct directory. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a sudo, because it's going into our root directory, and we're going to say mv, which is going to move it, and we're going to say Skippy, and we're going to move it to user local share man1, because it is an executable program. So that's going to move our Skippy.1 into this directory right here. And so we're going to hit enter, and we're going to enter our super secret password, and there we go. Now if I lsskippy and I hit tab, I got nothing, because there is no Skippy.1 in my home directory anymore. So let's clear the screen. Let's cd to user local share man1, do an ls, and you can see right here we have Skippy.1. So you can see we've also got dmenu.1, dwm.1, mw.1. So if I was to do man dmenu and hit enter, minus the 1, you can see we get the manual page for dmenu. So let's go ahead and quit out of there, and if I was to do a man mw, you can see I get the man page for MuttWizard. So we'll quit out of there. Same thing if I do man st, I get the man page for Simple Terminal. So let's quit out of there. Man DWM, I get the for DWM man page. You get the point, right? So everything in here I get a man page for. Let's just do the last one anyway. Man stest, and hit enter, then I get the man page for stest, right? So let's quit out of that one. Let's clear the screen. Let's do an ls. So we did dmenu, we did dwm, we did MuttWizard, we did st, and stest. What happens if we do man Skippy and we hit enter? Oh man, look at that. There we go. We have a man page for our program called Skippy. We can see that it's got the header up here for Skippy. We have the name, which is Skippy, and it's the best peanut butter ever. We have the synopsis, Skippy-J for jelly, -H for honey, -P for pickle, -B for banana. And then to run it, you run Skippy ... The description, well, Skippy with the flag, but the description is Skippy is a great peanut butter to use when you want a good sandwich. We have the options .j, Skippy made with jelly, -h, Skippy made with honey, -p, Skippy made with pickles, and -b, Skippy made with bananas. Down here we have the author of Jake at Linux, and we have the GNU sandwich copyright. So eat up. And we have Skippy version 1 down here on the bottom, Skippy up here. And that is that. So that is how you make a man page. I know I didn't go over all the options, but like I said, it would have taken a while to go through and make stuff up for each one of those. But this kind of gives you a general idea of how to do it. So now if you write a script or make a program and you put it into your Git repo, you can include one of these. Be sure you make a note in your README for people to move the man page to the correct location once they download it or clone your repo. Or you could include a script to do it for them, however you want to work that. But yeah. That being said, this is kind of what you need to do. Now, I will say one more thing. When we quit out of there, you can see you get this little message right here. It says, outdated man doc lacks Skippy.1 entry. So the man document database lacks this entry. So what you need to do is you're going to need to run sudo make what is, and then run user local share man and hit enter, and there you go. So now that has updated the man document database, and if we do man Skippy and hit enter, there it is. We're all set up to go. So I hope you found this video interesting. I hope you found it informational, and I hope maybe you learned a little something from it and maybe get some use out of it. So that's how we create man pages. I've got a lot going on now. Again, I want to thank everybody. I welcome all the new subscribers and all the new viewers. I hope this channel is something that you're going to enjoy. So that being said, you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Enjoy the time off with your family and friends if you got it. If you got to work, man, I feel for you, but I don't envy you. So that being said, you guys have a great rest of the evening. God bless.